Welcome to the Hanging Mace, everybody. Have you ever been sitting at the bar and thinking, man, I should really learn fishing? Well, fantastic. That's what we're going to do today. I've made a new character, Felis, and we're going to take her from 0 to GM. First thing we're going to want to do, head over to New Haven and buy some skill. The only skills I've put on her so far are a GM in Magery and Hiding. Otherwise, it's a completely new character. Now that we've got our purchased skill, let's head over and find a spot to fish on the shore. As far as a fishing pole, you can use any kind you like. I personally chose a frostwood pole so that it had spell channeling, but totally not necessary. And now we fish. You do that by double-clicking on the pole, and then choose the area that you want to fish in. Now, of course, if you've already got a fully filled-up character and you're trying to add fishing as one of the free skill sets on UOAlive, you can just go from 0 all the way up by just fishing. But it takes a bit longer, so we're going to skip that point. This gets real tedious really fast. Now here on UOAlive, you can't do AFK resource gathering, and fishing is resource gathering. I created a very simple macro, which is just double click on the pole, and then pause for a second, and then execute last target, and then pause for 11 seconds. That way, if I do get a there are no more fish here to fish, I can move up the way during the 11-second pause, and then the pause for the 1 second after the double click allows me to retarget a new fishing area. Alright, barely fishing for any amount of time. You can see that we've caught some normal fish, not a named fish or anything like that, and then a mess of small fish. Now you can see that these are good for buffs, but they aren't really used too much. Not really a market for them to sell. Alright, made it up over 40. Now I'm a novice. Only had to move one time up the shore, and now we continue fishing. Crossing over the 50 skill point threshold into the apprentice skill set area, you can see that we've caught some just regular fish, some boots, messes of small fish, and now that we're over 50%, we can get the named fish. Another thing to point out is that the regular fish are only 1 stone, but the named fish are 10 stones each, so they fill up your pack pretty quick. Luckily, while you're raising your levels, you won't catch too many named fish. The higher level you are, the more of them you'll catch. So when you're finally GM'd and you're trying to do the fishmonger quest, you'll want all those named fish, but for right now, we just want to keep getting as many as we can, and we'll be getting mostly just fish, which are only 1 stone each. Rounding the corner of 60 fishing skill, you can see that we've filled up our pack quite a bit. Caught a bunch of different named fish, as well as we were able to pull out a trophy fish, the yellowtail barracuda at 191 stones. Now's about as good a time as any to go to the bank and unload all these fish into our bank box so we can come back out here and catch some more. I'm organizing everything and then keeping it in the bank so that once I hit GM, we'll be able to see a summary of everything that we caught getting up to that point. So getting up to 60% skill, we got 10 footwear pieces, 140 stone worth of fish, 6 small mesa fish, and 1 trophy fish. Let's get back at it. As you can see, once you hit 75 fishing skill, you won't get any more skill gain from the shore. Now is a good time to empty out my pack and then get onto a dock so I can increase my skill gain again. Fishing off the docks here at New Haven is interesting because you can do this experiment where if you choose the water that's close to the shore, you won't get any skill gains even though you're fishing off a dock. You need to choose the somewhat deeper water that is farther away from the shore in order to continue getting your skill gains from the end of the dock. So I outfished all the shore areas in New Haven, and I went to the Three Stone Tavern and started fishing off the dock there outside of Zento. One of the things you'll instantly notice is that you can catch different trophy fish. In the first couple of casts, I caught a giant koi. Now that we've crossed over 80 skill, we'll start catching up some of these delicate scales and white pearls. White pearls are definitely the more useful, but you get them at around a half of the chance at getting the delicate scales. And there it is, I made GM. Have to do the obligatory paper doll name change, and there we go. Grandmaster Fisherwoman. As I head back home, now's a good time to go over everything that we got getting here to GM. Fished out 13 pairs of sandals, 4 pairs of shoes, 12 boots, and 12 thigh boots. And as far as all the named fish, 137 of them, all of the shore fish variety. We didn't get any of the deep sea or dungeon fishing as of yet. Overall, you can see we caught 5 trophy fish, fished out 4 special ingredients. There's those 41 footwear. We caught 14 messes of small fish, 103 regular fish, and 137 named fish. Getting to GM on fishing won't make you spend any less time at the bar, but now you'll at least have some more interesting fish stories to tell. Thanks for coming along, everyone.